What's up, my beautiful bride-to-be? It's your groom here on our wedding day, November 8th, 2025. And I just wanted to wish you a happy wedding day. I wanted to wish you an amazing wedding, and I wanted to let you know how excited I am to be your husband and share the rest of our lives together. We have built an amazing family. We've now incorporated a dog who is a psycho while our feral toddler runs around, and we just try to corral the other three. But having said all that, I wouldn't have changed a single road along the way. But that's not what this video is about. We've done a lot of wedding planning, and we have struggled to try to include as many people that have made us who we are along the way. And some got left off. And some we didn't even consider. We went through list 1, list 2, list 3, list 4, and we still missed people. So I sat and I thought about it, and I said, we should get their blessing for our wedding day as well. So that's what this video is about. I found a few people who are a big part of us along our journey, and they wanted to wish us well on our wedding day. So let's sit back and listen to what some of them have to say. So the first person that's going to wish us a happy wedding day is from our favorite series ever. We try to watch it every single year. We made it the theme for our daughter's first birthday. We even just saw a part of it live on stage at PPAC. He made an appearance in the 4th movie. He was highly competitive, even scored a date with Hermione Granger, and here he is.
All right, hello there on this very, very special day today. Hello, lovely Kristina. Hello, beautiful. How are you doing? I do hope that you are doing really, really well today. Now, it is pretty late for me, but this is a wonderful occasion, and I couldn't miss it. So yes, before I go into anything, I need to introduce myself, right? I am Stan the man. Stan Janevsky, and I'm an actor. I do play in movies, in TV shows, and got a few things lined up. Actually going to meet a lot of fans very soon. So yes, actor who plays our beloved, sexy Victor, the victorious Karami. Yummy. I had to say it. I do play this guy in the Harry Potter films, lovely Kristina, and I am here on behalf of none other but Marc himself. Now, I do know that you guys are getting married, which is absolutely incredible. I do wish you all the love in the world. I know that you are big Harry Potter fans, and exciting stuff ahead. It is the actual wedding day, morning of the wedding day. Before the wedding. So, very, very much exciting things ahead. I do hope that all the planning, all the excitement has been very, very well, I'm pretty sure it is, very well worth it. And, I do wish you all the love in the world. And, of course, a happy, incredible, and very, very magical wedding day. And of course, a love like no other. Love like the one that we hear in stories and in fairy tales. And I'm pretty sure that everything will be fantastic. And that you, lovely Kristina and Marc, will be together. What do they say? And all the good things that await ahead. Very, very exciting stuff. Always stay hand in hand. Always support one another. Remember, a relationship should be treated like a living thing, as it is a living thing. That means that both sides need to put effort daily, into keeping it alive and keeping it very happy. Of course, there will be days when, things may look difficult for one or for both, and these are the days when you gotta be there for your partner, and support one another and remind yourselves that, difficulties are temporary, and as long as you stay hand in hand and together, you can overcome everything and anything thrown at you by life itself as an obstacle. Now, of course, things didn't work out for Victor Crumb and Hermione, but I am sure that things have very well worked out for Marc and yourself, lovely, lovely Kristina. So once again, I know this is taking a bit long, but it is a very wonderful occasion. I wish you a very magical wedding, a very romantic and beautiful love and life together as a unit officially ahead. God bless you both, and hopefully I'll get to see you somewhere around the world on my travels. Until then, never forget that love will save the world. So love, be loved, and share that love with the world. We need a lot of that. And hopefully I'll get to see you somewhere on my travels. I do travel a lot. So hopefully I'll get to see you guys somewhere around the world on my travels. Until then, I wish you a very happy wedding. Congratulations on making that step. It is a milestone. It is a big step in life. And once again, I wish you all the love in the world and a happy, happy life ahead together. Bless you. And as I said, love forever. I'm Stan here, signing out now. Bye-bye.
So, from one of our favorite movies ever to one of our favorite shows. And this show was a big one. It was one that everybody was watching, but you and I made it a point to watch it together. And we wouldn't go an episode ahead unless we were watching it next to each other. And it had amazing moments. It had, the red wedding. It had the battle on the other side of the wall. But some of the moments that were really, really entertaining were those watching the characters develop and the friends that helped them along the way. Specifically, Arya Stark, who was being trained to move like water, to feel with all of her senses, and above all else, tell death, not today.
Greetings, Kristina. My name is Sirio Farrell, the first sword of Bravos and Arya Stark's dancing master. And I am here because a raven was sent to me all the way to Bravos, where, as you can see, rumors of my death have been greatly exaggerated. Kristina, I know today is a very special day, and this raven was sent by your beloved Marc. And I am here in my capacity as the first sword of Bravos to celebrate and congratulate you on your wedding day. Congratulations, have an amazing day. I am sure you're surrounded by people that love you and who you love. And this is the beginning of an amazing journey. I have a little token here. I can only give it to you virtually. This coin, in case you haven't planned your honeymoon, give this to the ferryman. This Bravosi coin gives you lessons, dancing lessons with the master himself. You can cash them in. Seriously, if you want to do an online sword class via Zoom, the two of you, at some point in the future, I will send you via DM my email. And if you ever want to, just for something to do, this is my gift to you on this very special day. The only advice I have is simply don't wear red to your wedding. We all know how that ends. Kristina, Marc, congratulations. Have an amazing day. An amazing adventure awaits you, and I am so happy that I am here to celebrate it with you, even in this small way. All that's left is for me to remind you that there is only one God, and his name is death, and there is only one thing we say to the God of death: not today. Today, it's all about you. Congratulations on your wedding. Just so.
So this next friend is going to be a little bit different. We didn't see her on the big screen or even the small screen. We actually saw her live in person. Back on March 1st, 2020, for your birthday, we ended up going to New York. It was an amazing trip. It was right before everything shut down, but we were able to see Wicked. And this friend was one of the performers on that stage.
Happy wedding day to you. Happy wedding day to you. Happy wedding day, dear Kristina and Marc. Happy wedding day to you. Hi, it's me, Jenna Claire Mason. I heard from Marc, Kristina, his beautiful radiant bride, that you got to see me play Glinda in Wicked many moons ago, but it's not about me, it's about you, and boy, is it good to see you, isn't it, on your wedding day. Congratulations. I am so happy for the both of you and so excited for your blessed union. This is the beginning of the rest of your lives. I feel like I need to pause and just show you where I am really quick because it is unique. And then we'll get back to the wedding day festivities. But I am in a bathroom of sorts. And this is Miami, and we're at port because I'm going on the Hallmark cruise. Because sometimes when I'm not playing a good witch, I make Hallmark movies. And so we're sailing away today. So thank you for being here for this celebration. See what I did there? Anyways, back to you. Wait, one more thing. I'm in a bathtub right now. So in theory, you could, bathe here and look at the ocean eventually, when you're out on the great open seas. And I do love a bubble bath, right? Because Glinda. But I'll be honest, bubbles do give me like the tiniest bit of anxiety, because when I started playing Glinda, I started as a standby. And I don't know if you know this, but you start the show like 34 feet up in the air above the Gershwin stage. And it's just you. It's just you, and you can like peek down and see your cast, and then you can kind of look over the curtain and see the audience, and they're all opening their candies and looking at their playbills, and you can hear the orchestra warming up, and then you can look over here and see the spot up guys, and I would usually wave to them. And then this is a really cool tradition. Whoever played Glinda previously would leave a note for the next Glinda up in the rafters, and that's really sweet. So you can read that little note of encouragement before the bubble machines start whirring, and there's no stop button, okay? The bubbles start going and you are descending, you're singing, buckle up, it's go time. Anyways, back to your wedding day. Here are some details that I need to know. Since we're on the cruise, are you going on a honeymoon? Right? Let's get to the good stuff. Are you going to go and have a party, just the two of you? Maybe you're going on a cruise. Maybe you're going to the Caribbean, maybe abroad, maybe somewhere sentimental and local, just close by. But I hope you do get to go on some kind of honeymoon. Let me know about that. I also want to know, where are you getting married? Who's coming? How many people? Where is it? What kind of venue? Inside, outside? I hope it's inside, because boy, is it getting chilly, I guess, depending where you are. It's cold in New York, but I have to say, here in Miami, it's really nice and warm. Are you gonna have cake? What song are you going to dance to for your first dance? It's gonna be so sweet. I bet. What does your dress look like? Do you have lace? Is there pearls? Is there a train, a veil? I want to know. Oh, this was my 10-year wedding anniversary gift. This little pearl bracelet moment. I've been married for 12 years now, which is crazy. So here's my couple tidbits of like wedding things, or marriage things. By no means am I an expert. We've been at it now like 12 and a half years, which is beautiful and wonderful. And we got married I was just out of college, and I remember some people saying I was too young, and I was like, you know, I have my person, and it's the perfect moment to start forever together. And in a lot of ways, it's like we got to grow up together, doing life together, and sharing all these different seasons of life. So marriage is so exciting. It's such a journey, and you know, through the good times and the bad times and highs and lows, you're saying I do, and you're my person, and I'm choosing you every day. And there's this quote that stuck with me. There's a book we read by Tim Keller called The Meaning of Marriage, and he talked about loving the stranger that you find yourself married to, which sounds like, what, the stranger? I'm not marrying a stranger, I know this person. And it says, because marriage being the, you know, huge, impactful, incredible decision that a person makes, it changes you, it impacts you, and it helps you grow. And we're always changing and growing, and you're different now than you were 10 years ago, and you get to sort of know and love these different versions of the other person, and buckling up and saying, yeah, that I'm in this with you for the long haul is it's so beautiful. Even as I'm talking about it now, I'm getting verklempt. And I'm so glad that I'm so glad that you found each other, and I'm so glad that you're choosing to do life together. I think that's amazing. And I also think, can you just say, I think one of the surprising things about marriage was it's sort of like someone holding up a mirror to you and being like, oh, these are the best parts about you. And also, have you noticed this zit on your cheek? Not just physically, but metaphorically, you know, the sort of the maybe not the best parts of ourselves becoming more apparent because you are spending so much time with another human. And I remember that being like very revealing to me early on in our marriage, like coming to terms with, you know, struggles or difficulties or challenges, and knowing that someone was there alongside with me being like, yeah, maybe we can like work on this or look at this, but also like I love you, and I'm here, and so I'm glad that you're on this journey together, and I think it's gonna be really, really wonderful. And do you want to talk about some Wicked stuff? I heard that you came to see the show in 2020, which is wild because that's when, as you may know, there was a global pandemic and Wicked shut down in March, which was very surprising and alarming. And I don't know if you know this, but in like the last 100 years, Broadway never shut down for anything except for September 11th, it closed for 2 days, but this was an 18-month shutdown. So I'm guessing you came in January or February 2020, maybe the beginning of March, which means you either saw Hannah Corneau or Lindsay Heather Pierce as Elphaba, and you probably saw Jake Boyd or Sam Gravitt as Fiero. I love those people. I love that story. I love the show. I did it nearly 1,200 times, something like that, on and off for like 10 years. I still sometimes pop in for coverage, which is so sweet. And I saw the original cast of Wicked when I was a kid, and I've just loved the show for so long, and I feel like I've grown up with Glinda. You know, when I saw the show for the first time, I was like, well, I love her because she wears pretty dresses and she flies in a bubble and she sings so many cute songs. And then I feel like as I got older and I got to really live in her shoes and really come to terms with her character arc and what motivates her and why, and how she is so dynamic and gets to grow into this, I think, really compassionate, really wise leader who is ultimately seeking good. So I love that Glinda girl. She's the best. I'm guessing you like the show too, so tell me, like, are you more of a Glinda? Are you more of an Elphaba, Kristina? What is your favorite costume? What is your favorite song? I have to tell you, and this is tea, okay? My bestie, MK Morrissey, just finished playing Elphaba, and when she finished a few months ago, we were both kind of wrapping up our Wicked journeys. I said, Mary Kate, for your closing night gift, I would like to give you a trip to Nashville to record our favorite song for good. And she was like, yes, let's do it. Let's record a country version. And I was like, what? No. And that's what she wanted to do, and it was for a gift, so that's what we did. And it's not country like it's like it's country like folky, Nickel Creek, Alison Krauss, that kind of thing. So we just recorded it, and I think it's gonna come out soon-ish. But as a wedding gift, if you get me your email, which you can like DM it to me, or I have my email address on my Instagram, I will send you for good, so you can listen to it before happy wedding day. I do think you'll like it. It's really sweet, and it came together in a way that satisfied me and also checked the country boxes. We got to hire some like incredible string, fiddle, mandolin musicians from Nashville, which was amazing. Anyways, as we close out our cameo moment, I feel like we need to sing a song. I have been changed for good. What about we couldn't be happier, right dear, couldn't be happier, right here, look what we've got, a fairy tale plot, our very own happy ending. Anyways, cheers to your happy ending, sending you lots of love. Mwah. Happy wedding day!
So the next friend that we're going to hear from is one that we made back in 2019. And she showed that even with long distance, love can survive. Don't sing if you want to live. Sorry, love can survive. She was there to ensure that her significant other was taken care of and provided any support that she could to help him achieve his goals. And I know that we lived separate and apart for a while so that we could take the time necessary to blend our family. I think it was fairly normal. I don't necessarily think it was one of those stranger things that you do in a relationship, but I do think that it made us stronger.
Kristina, thank goodness I finally found a way to get a hold of you. I've been shifting frequencies and hacking every system that I possibly can to try and find a way to talk to you. But it is I, Susie Pooh, aka Gabriella Pizzolo, Susie on Stranger Things. And I found a way to do this from Dusty Bun, obviously, and Marc. And I know that today is a very special day. And I know you may be having many feelings for your wedding day, but I hope that overall today is filled with love and nothing more. So I know that with the people that you love, like Marc and the rest of your family and friends, everything will turn out to be a never-ending story. Bye.
So I believe we have a very healthy relationship. We can communicate, express our feelings, and be considerate and supportive of one another. And communication is key to the relationship, which is why this next friend that's going to talk is one that I think is important to hear from. In fact, his role is the director of communications. And if you're the director of communications, in what bigger sense can you do it than for the Vice President of the United States, Selena Meyer?
Kristina, happy wedding morning. This is Matt Walsh, aka Mike McClintock from Veep. Just here to give you some simple advice. One, find comedy, find shows you can watch together. That's always lovely. And don't go too far ahead on a show unless you got the blessing of your spouse, because sometimes that creates like, why did you start Veep without me? You know what I mean. You know what? Settle like whose closet is whose, or whose part of the sink in the bathroom is whose, because just declaring simple, friendly boundaries, which can be bent, but owning your space in the closet and near the bathroom sink just avoids tedious arguments. Using language like I feel, and always trying at best to hear people as opposed to win the argument. Not that I do any of this in my own marriage. I'm blessed with a lovely wife, but these are things I've heard. Anyways, Marc obviously is very thoughtful and fun, and my advice, honestly, put things on the calendar that you look forward to, whether it's a date night once a month or once a week, but put things on the calendar for you guys. That's my big advice. And thank you for your service. Break legs.
So the last one I have for you is from one of your favorite movies ever. Long before we were together, but it has become one of our favorites together as well. I was going to chop up the video because of how long it was, but it was very thoughtful and had really good advice, and he really did take his time. So, being in Salem,
Don't sing if you want to live long. They have no.
Sorry, babe. Persistence, I guess. Where was I? Oh, yeah. So this person is from one of your favorite movies ever, and we're in Salem, the place of witchcraft and magic, and it's just a whole bunch of hocus pocus.
Kristina. Hi, Kristina. It's Doug Jones. Yes, the tall, skinny, goofy actor guy from all those movies and TV shows. Sometimes covered in rubber bits playing monsters and creatures or aliens, and sometimes, more often than not now, using my own face as humans or the occasional vampire, depending on the day, I know. But we're not here to talk about me. We're here to talk about you today because, hey, happy wedding day. I know that precious Marc of yours is sponsoring today's video and wants you to know that he just loves you so much. And he's marrying you, so this is November 8th. I knew that was a special day in my calendar, and it's because you're getting married. Yes. First of all, thank you. He tells me that you both love me in Hocus Pocus and What We Do in the Shadows. And whenever I get asked what's your favorite character you've ever played, I can never answer that because I've been playing 39 years of characters, and they all live in my heart for one reason or another. They're all very different from each other and all that. But when someone says, "What's the most fun character you've ever played?" Well, now it's the comedic ones. When you get to do comedic material that has been written by such brilliant writers as the Hocus Pocus movies and What We Do in the Shadows episodes that I've been in. Those are days that you just really look forward to going to work and getting to play and be silly and all that. It's wonderful. So, thank you for loving those two things, because those are my two most fun things I've ever done in my life. And so, you're getting married. Okay, I've been married to the lovely Mrs. Laurie now for 41 years. And if you're wondering today, as you're looking ahead to your special day, what makes a 41-year marriage happen? Well, my joke answer is live in separate cities, because so much of our life has been me on the road, either for convention appearances or location shoots, months at a time doing movies or a TV show. But the thing is, I think it's important that both of you are living your own lives, of course, and then sharing those lives together. I don't think that you get rid of your own personality to become the couple that you are today. I think that you are two very, very strong individuals that are coming together to make a strong couple, right? So keeping your own identities and keeping your couple identity too. So there's a lot of identities going on here, and it's very important to appreciate each other's wants, needs, loves, hobbies, professions, all those things, and to really appreciate each other's love languages. That's a lesson that I didn't know about. I discovered a book called The 5 Love Languages long into our marriage, and let's review them right now. The 5 love languages are physical touch, words of affirmation, I love you, quality time, doesn't matter what we do as long as we're doing it together, the giving and receiving of gifts, I love you, here's a watch, or here's a diamond, and acts of service. I love you, so I'll wash the car. I love you, so I'll do the laundry. So some of us have like most of us have two that are like our strongest. Well, here's the joke. Mrs. Laurie and I, once we figured this out, and so her top 2 love languages are acts of service and quality time. My top 2 are physical touch and words of affirmation. So we were hitting and missing, for a while they're not understanding each other, and and then you realize at some point, oh my gosh, had I just been listening in the right language, I would have heard I love you many, many times over, right? So I think that's a good discussion for the two of you to have, is what are my top two love languages, and how can I be there and speak the language that you're speaking, and listen in the language that you speak, and you know, and then likewise, how can you do that for each other? Another life lesson that we learned in our long marriage is that everything that you find cute about each other in the honeymoon phase, everything, you know, that person, oh, I love everything. I love the noises you make. I love the quirks you do. I love the way you know, when you get silly in traffic when you're driving, it's all so adorable. At some point, maybe like around year 7, all those same things become really annoying, right? And I want you to stick it out during that time, because if you do, you'll get past that little phase of like, and you'll realize, they all become cute again. Mrs. Laurie and I are in that phase right now. We're in the old, comfortable pair of shoes phase of our marriage. And I can't imagine life without her. And she would say the same. And it's a really comfortable place to be in. The other comfortable part of that place is that in your early marriage, you seem to like get really anxious and fight over little things. Oh gosh, you're just not hearing me. You don't understand me. And oh, the thermostat, fighting, or money's a big issue. How do we spend? How do we save? Is that necessary? All these things that get really heated discussions. In our old age now, we're like, you know what? We have learned what battles are worth picking, and we find that so few of them are. Every little petty things that we fought over in our early marriage just don't matter now. And what a comfortable, wonderful place that is to be in. So that's coming. That's what I'm going to say. So if you find yourself going gang, please know that there's a sunshine and rainbows on the other side of all that. Okay, it's getting dark out. Gosh, I had window light a minute ago when I started this. Anyhow, so God bless you both, and as you go into your marriage today. Now I hope and pray, Kristina, that your hopes and dreams and goals will come true and be realized from this day forward with your precious Marc. I also hope and pray that success will find both of you on all levels, whether it's personal, professional, your relationship, your finances, your health, your hobbies. Whatever you guys put your mind and heart and hands to, may success be yours, however you define that. And love. I hope and pray that love keeps finding you both in all its forms. And Kristina, you're getting some massive love today from that precious Marc, and also from me, Doug Jones, and also from me, Benny Butcherson, wishing you a very, very happy wedding, darling. And also from me, Baron Navanas, from what we do in the shadows, wishing you a very happy, happy wedding. You know, I officiated the wedding once for Nandor, and it was not a smashing success, so I'm very glad that you are not having me at your wedding today. You probably are very happy about that too, right, my darling? Oh, the Baron wishes you well. All right, big love to both of you. God bless you both.
What a note to end on. Doug Jones, he just seems like the absolute best. And now I think it's time that we end this video, because I just can't wait to see you walk down that aisle.
Don't sing if you want to live long. They have no use for.
Hello? I know who it is. I know you've been calling. I'm making the video right now that I was asking you to contribute to. I just don't know what I expected, but that wasn't it. Yeah, I expected everybody to maybe be in character. I didn't realize you were that. It didn't say anything on the write-up. What do you mean, what write-up? The write-up to even do this stuff. How do you think I got in contact with you? Wait, how did you even get this number? I don't think Guillermo gave you all this information. I didn't even provide... Okay. I can show it to her afterwards. I just don't know if this is the note we want to end on. Okay. No, you're not going to the wedding. This isn't something that I really want you at, and now that I know what you are, it really seems like a death wish. Oh, okay. The hypnotism thing doesn't work. You're not making eye contact. Okay. All right, listen. I'll include it. But please stop calling me. Please stop calling me. You got it. I appreciate it. Just stop calling. Cool. Yep. Great. Great. Yep. Bye. 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 Fucking guy.
Wow, you look magnificent. I'm guessing this is pre-recorded. Greetings, this is Nando the Relentless. This is a very special message for Kristina. Hi, Kristina. I know you got a lot on your plate. I know, it's your wedding morning. Fuck, oh my god, my hair's not right, my makeup's not right. Who's that? Why? Then stop talking to me. Where's my dress? Oh, fuckity, fuck, shit. But apart from all that, I just wanted to say have a wonderful, wonderful wedding. Marc got in touch, that's right, your groom got in touch and said, listen, I need you to make my wife's wedding morning even more stressful by making her listen to you for 2 minutes. I said, I can do that easy, I just hypnotize her. He said, really? You can do that? I said, fuck yeah. He said, go on then. So I went, you, Kristina, will not be stressed, and you will have the best wedding in the world, and have a great time, and all the friends and family are going to love it, and all the speeches are going to go great, and it's going to be incredible. They're going to drink drug blood, become a wizard, maybe get some creepy papers, okay, it's a wedding gift. Fucking guy, never relent. So anyway, you have a great wedding, and sending you lots of love, and yeah, maybe get some glitter on there like Twilight. That'd be fun. Stay relentless, fucking guy.
Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video of some of the friends we've made over the years wishing us well on our wedding day. Now I'm ready to get to the part where I get to see you in that dress, say I do, and spend the rest of my life with you. I love you, beautiful. I'll see you soon.
Don't sing if you want to live long.